Evening all, how are we doing? We're all doing good, had a good weekend. Please bear with me just one moment. My headphones have decided they don't want to be recognised, or my computer's not recognising my headphones or something, so I'm going to have to unplug and replug in, which means I'll have to restart OBS, because that has to be the last thing to boot up, or it doesn't know where anything is. Apparently. It's all a bit weird. Anyway, give me about 30 seconds while it's going to do the spinny wheel thing, and then I'll be right back. Won't be a second. I'll give you this, and then you can at least see something before I go. Right then, that should be working. I can hear things now. I can assume you can as well. How are we all doing? Evening, Tango. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, hope everybody had a good weekend. Mine was, yeah, it was alright. Yeah, it was decent. A busy day on Saturday. I ended up making 2 videos. One of which has done very well. The other's done meh. But that's the way it goes. Still, pleased about that. And then decided I needed to get out of the house after doing that, so went down to pub for a bit. Had a couple of beers and had a nice evening with the wife. It was good. Not a bad day at all. And then yesterday was weird, and well, mostly I stayed home and did some bits and pieces and stuff. Some stuff around the house and such. And yes, dealt with some general craziness. That was a whole weird thing. But yeah. So there it goes. You told me so, Steve. What did you tell me so? You're going to have to narrow it down a little bit. Anyway, hope you're doing well. So, The Witcher. He's going to put you in the picture. Looking forward to this. Oh, Grunt Hunt's being bugged. Yeah. Not terribly surprised, to be honest. I thought that might be it. But yeah, I haven't gone anywhere near any of that since our previous experience turned me off. I did manage to blast through all the weeklies and a set of dailies this week in about an hour, which is not too terrible. Reasonably happy with that. Yeah, that's not bad. If you happen to be a fan of THQ Nordic, is it? Yeah. Published games, there's a whole bunch of them on sale at the minute. Some of them are actually vaguely interesting looking, maybe, possibly. Remnant from the Ashes on there, that's a good one. In the Dark. Feel like I should be more familiar with that. Oh, look at the picture, see if it tells me anything. It does not, but it looks like a relatively decent horror game. Yeah, looks like there might actually be some decent stuff in there. Oh, don't really. Don't go out as a trap. Oh, it was actually quite nice to get out the house. I was going to be a little crazy anyway. Had a couple of nice beers. Yeah, it was alright. Came back, chilled out, watched Space with the wife. It was fun. Had a couple more beers. Infected people who completed the stage 3 challenge. So, no idea, but weird bugs are kind of par for the course, really, aren't they? About what we expect at this stage. Jesus, such an aggressive transition. I really want to crossfade that less aggressively, but let's make a note, see if I figure out how to freaking do that. Yeah. Not throw that note away because I've got an idea for a camp build on there. Right, there's a note, because that really does bug me. I've looked at it in the past, and there's not a simple way of doing it, so I'm probably going to have to come up with a complicated pain in the ass way of doing it. But we'll see how it does. Anyway. Yeah, still waiting on 100 gig story. Yeah, 100 gig story. Is it gig? Felt like gig seemed a bit large, but I don't know, whatever it was. The storage update, anyway, and a whole bunch of Fallout 4 fixes are definitely very much needed. The Creation Club stuff that's not working yet. There's a lot of it. And although there have been some updates to help with that, there's still more required. Creation Club mod devs can actually do that on their own, like independently to a certain extent though, which is cool. So it's something at least. I did have a look, as I say, into the backpack mod that I wanted to use, and it's still effed. I tried uninstalling it, reinstalling it, and fucking around with it, but this is what it is. Yeah, fingers crossed. Not heard anything in a while though, which is, you know, I'd want to be hearing something by now, really. A little disappointed. I could reach out, but frankly, there isn't a community team to speak of left to reach out to. There's like a few people in America who I don't have a relationship with because, you know, they're in the US, obviously, and I'm not. But on our side, we've got one person, as far as I'm aware, covering the whole of Northern Europe. Maybe some other people behind the scenes. In fact, I know there's at least one behind the scenes. But, yeah. The ability to reach out is not quite what it used to be. Through no fault of theirs, through Microsoft's. But anyway, Kira Metz, the blonde sorceress who doesn't have underwear, wants us to pop by her house and help her out with something. We got to level 7 last time, and I got some of the DLC armor sets that, or a reach level where I could use the first bunch of them, and weapon sets. This is them, and they're marginally up from where I was, so they probably won't have a long lifespan, but they look much better than what I did have. So yeah, if I remember rightly, some things I went for the news, like the Armor of a Thousand Flowers I went for, but I haven't gone for the, but I've got weird different sets of everything else, because the stats were significantly better. The weapons were slightly better, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Yeah, that is also as a backup sword the way to go. Weirdly, this is technically slightly better in some ways than that one, but not in others, so I think I will just stuff that in. Like, these two are probably going to go in my... probably going to get sold, I think. Yeah. Is there anything I want to store? Bounty Hunter's Gambison. I can't use that yet, but... I think I crafted it for some reason, didn't I? Oh yeah, it's just around the corner. We'll switch to it soon, so I'm hanging on to that for now as well. So yeah, not going to store anything right now. I will sell that and that. I'll keep those two as a backup set, just in case I get caught out with broken weapons, you know, because that's happened a couple of times. But yeah, in the meantime, let's go and talk to Ms. Metz, who, yeah, there she is.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Sounds like trying to stave off Alzheimer's, to be honest, which is kind of horrific. But no matter who he wants to use it on, really.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing
I
here?
think we already know the answer, actually.
Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No, I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Look, my neck is giving me some jip.
Now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar?
Stupidity.
Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
There are far worse places, but yeah, I think we've gone through that before. Game's giving you some ideas for a new build just to figure out the roof. Yeah, coming up with something that looks thatched would be challenging, I think, Tingy, but some interesting building shapes you could draw upon.
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
So, onward.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about
Windammer,
it, about
not
the
Windermere.
wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be
How are you doing,
cursed?
Terry?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Kiss ass.
Why are you so intent on this?
I quite like
I'm
this
not,
armor.
the local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen.
No, not
I
getting
didn't
strung
flee
up
to
is what
these
she
wilds
cares
just to
about.
stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
Yeah, I quite like the look of this armor. It's a weird one, though. It's basically a bunch of bits of gambeson sewn onto an under gambeson with some extra detailing on it. It's very odd, but it looks better than what I had, so there is that. Yeah, it's a weird design the more I look at it. Very weird. But
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
All right, I'll help.
I
interesting.
knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing
That's
to
an interesting
chat?
point.
Of
Yeah.
course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
She's obviously done what she wanted to with it then. New item acquired. Magic lab.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Kyle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
Doesn't think
I
it'll...
experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use, provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you. It might not be the most
Probably should,
pleasant
Ciri, yeah.
experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
So many innuendos in that sentence, I don't even know where to begin.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
They may not, as a general rule. Doesn't mean he wasn't the exception, or somebody felt a need for one. But if he is the exception, he acquired it because he felt he'd have a specific use for it. It's possible that use case may still exist, and it may also be Ciri. Potentially, possibly.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
She's alright, really. Appropriate slot in the inventory panel, set from the quick access menu. Okay. It's fine. So, six, 10. Tower full of mice. All of the house of Ridden. Well, we'll do a tower full of mice, because that's what we were going to do. A horrible curse is befalling. A horrible curse has befallen Fyke Isle and the tower that stood upon it. Half a year prior, Lord Vesserad had moved his court there, seeking shelter from approaching Nilfgaardian armies. Yeah, figuring a lake is a pretty effective moat, I guess. While famine raged all around, the Lord of Vellon wallowed in excess and cared not a whit for his suffering vassals. The gods saw fit to punish him, and towards the end cursed him. One day, a host of mice scurried into the tower and proceeded to devour everything, including Vesserad, his court and resident mage, Alexander. Isle has been haunted since that day, and the fishermen feared to sail the lake, putting another dent in the already battered local economy. Local peasants thus asked Ciri to lift the curse, and she turned to the witcher for help. Enticed by Ciri's charms and her promise of additional rewards, Geralt took the task. Sorceress equipped him with a magic lamp so he could commune with dead souls, and gave him a firm pat on the rear for good luck and sent him off to lift the curse. Yeah, sounds about right. Beasties have we got just outside Kira's place? Okay. From the look of it, drowners. I don't think she'll be too terribly bothered by that. Let's make sure. Ooh, the same level I am. That's interesting.
Shit. Not good.
That went a little better. Whole bunch of them out there, apparently.
That stench.
Effective set of swords. At least that worked against drowners, anyway. What shrub have we got here? Oh, Celandine. I can always use that. Right. She said her boat was nearby by the village, didn't she? Down there. Sense given that that's where she wants me to go. Okay, so we'll grab the horse, ride around to the bridge, and make like a Russian and toddle off. I actually didn't mind her in the TV series, but I think they did a decent version of portraying Yennefer's somewhat standoffish nature in ways. Kira's definitely a friendlier, more approachable type. Although she does get described, if I remember rightly in the books, as being a nymphomaniac. But the person who did the describing may not have been entirely honest on that point. He's probably just jealous of Kira getting a bit more action. So, yeah. But she does seem... She isn't humble. No, she isn't, but then none of them are. Several hundred years as an exceedingly powerful sorceress, with everybody else well, the majority of people run into you talking absolute garbage, being much less educated. You can kind of see where she gets it from. Or at least I can, anyway. How you doing, Wayne, anyway? Are you alright? Love the Nilfgaardians, don't you? It's an agreeable lot. Boat does seem to be in decent nick. There's mods affecting this as well. I think the light on it is a modded element. Good side quest, is it? I'll have to see. I haven't done this one yet. Well, I haven't done anything yet. It's been my first playthrough and all. Yeah, not surprisingly drowners. I do feel like the monster quotient, I suppose, numbers are perhaps a touch excessive in this game. You can look at how drowners are supposed to come about, for example. The sheer bloody number of them does seem a little excessive. Thought I saw something else that was interesting there. but maybe I imagined it. Guarded treasure, not terribly surprising. Yeah, you are. That didn't go according to plan. Water hag, yeah, of course. Well, Geralt, if you'll dodge when I press the button, that'd be great. Beggar. He's not responding to my inputs as well as I would like, which might be because of the ground, but I don't know. That didn't go according to plan. Let's I'll take what we can get. Come on! What the fuck is going on here? I'm clicking and he's just not... and nothing's happening. And now my headphones have just disconnected for some reason. The fuck is going on? There is something very weird occurring here and I don't like it. Ghosts in the machine, apparently. Hmm. How's it going now? Alright. Yeah, everything did seem to go a little bit tits up right then. Relic oil, that's actually going to be useful. Don't think I knew that. Oh, cracking my neck is killing me. New bombs, dancing star, interesting. Vampire oil. Glad to have that. This is all because we encountered a vampire last time that caused me a bunch of issues. Beast oil, relic oil was one of them, wasn't it? I don't have enough mistletoe, although I did see a bit. I seem to remember it was not particularly helpful. It didn't seem to spawn in logical places, was what I was thinking. Actually, they're not helpful. There's no... I don't know. Finding any of the crafting materials is not... Well, not all of them. Some of them are reasonably reliable and predictable locations, like mostly the ones that are in underwater. But most of the land-based stuff is not exactly predictable.
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
I do like her. Right, so we're going here. That would appear to be the tower of the court. I guess we're going to have to work our way up and along the island, or I'm being encouraged to do so. Seems fine to me. Probably. Should drowners. I should look for some food, shouldn't I? Don't have any food equipped because I decided I needed this slot a bit more, didn't I? Okay, let's go down on an apple. Seems to want me to go exactly where that drowner is there.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on here. Magical mobile, yeah, something like that. It's only one way, it doesn't dial out. So what we got here then? Then it looks interesting, which says trouble to me. Anything that looks interesting is probably a source of trouble. Forgot to set it back to Quen. Oh. Come on in. I don't know if it's just this sword that's slower, maybe? Could just be these swords that are slower. I'm now curious about this fact. So that was my backup, wasn't it? No, I don't think that's it. I'll stick my neck out and guess there's some reason to be here. No, I had. I'm guessing that's replaced my torch, has it? Like a torch. Yeah. See what happens if I try and use the lamp as an actual lamp, shall we? So it works, actually. Like being in Fallout, because it's green, but that's kind of cool. Anyway, I've got some armor. Salmian Brigandine, which is 17 less armor, but the resistances are quite good. Probably not quite good enough, I don't think. Out of curiosity, see how it actually looks. I mean, yeah, it looks like a like man-at-arms is brigandine. It's definitely man-at-arms vibe. Underrated piece of armor, brigandines. In fantasy properties and the like. Hope they can refine movement a little bit for the next one as well, because Geralt's a bit lumbering at times. Like the jumping and things could be a little bit more natural. Just my thoughts.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Or the brown dirt road. Oh, footpath anyway. Necrophages.
Ugly bastard.
Yep, definitely something weird. Still, that wasn't better, didn't it? Lots of necrophages out here. Not so much in the way of spirits and curses and things like that. Lots of boats everywhere as well. Like an unusual number of abandoned ones. Oh, that doesn't look good. Busy day.
What? Lost your nerve?
Can't see as well as I'd like to.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Well, wasn't exactly smooth, but we got there. A rocky road.
A fresh corpse. Must have come here a while after the nobleman's death.
Can't seem to dive and roll either, which I really wanted to do there. Maybe because I'm not in combat, but it seems more like something else has changed. And again, possibly the gear I'm wearing. It may be that I'm wearing... That could be something to do with it, partially. I'm wearing medium armor. I wonder... Oh, I'm over level 8 now, so this is probably going to be coming in anyway. It is. Not sure what to make of that exactly. It's... Yeah. Anti-Hunter's Gambeson. But this, I think, is light armor, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe that was what was going on. I was wearing heavier armor and it was slowing me down a little bit. That could be it. That could be it. Okay there, Carl. How we doing? Green mist in the woods. What's the bit? And that's a place I need to use the lamp, hey? I have a feline visitor.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
Yep, rather thought so.
They're onto us. They're not letting Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. We've no notion he's coming to tear him to shreds.
Waist clear, lads. Adam!
Get. Honeysuckle, that's useful. Yeah, can't roll outside of combat apparently, which is a pity because it would be a useful ability to have. Couldn't dodge either, apparently. So maybe it isn't as simple as it seems. Oh, come on. Yep, still moving slowly. Got heavy, medium boots on as well. That might have something to do with it. Could be something else. Beast oil. Oh, I needed that. That's good. Sectoid oil, that's useful too. Bunch of handy additions. Kind of hoping some of this collection of herbs might be a bit more rare and interesting. With this being formerly a wizard's isle, and then from the sound of it, the Lord moved into. Random tower on an island does say wizard first. The Lord's refuge second to me. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, that's a bit better. An area, whatever it's called. Bibliothek I've got lots of, but...
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So what? Burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back!
Don't leave me!
Interesting. Unsurprisingly, the Lord retreated to the island, took a load of food with him, and left everybody else outside to just face the wrath of the Nilfgaardians when they arrived. They were none too happy. Decided to try and take out their supposed Lord. To get the food for themselves, I guess. The locals. Doesn't look like they were particularly successful on that point. You know, I've got people around the area who expired from something else. It sounds suspiciously like an infection, but...
I wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed.
It's a bloody anger at being left to fend for themselves in the face of an approaching army, I suspect. This cured draconid leather. Huh, interesting. So actually quite valuable stuff in that box. This stuff seems relatively rare anyway. There's a mention of mice, wasn't there?
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Nope, they brought weapons.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Just Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
No, she doesn't like rats, does she?
Where's that noble? Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and a daughter. To the top!
Oh, lovely. Bunch of charmers.
Blood. Many must have died here.
Up was the way onward for the story, wasn't it?
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Curious. Nothing particularly exciting, but a few useful crafting materials potentially. Behind door number 2. Open.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Seems like the daughter might have been having a relationship with one of the local peasants. Interesting. Place has taken a battering, hasn't it? There's a ghost, all right. We're right there, aren't we? Up we go.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
So somebody came later as well. After everybody was dead. Ooh. Diagram for Sonian Brigandine. Enhanced elementary oil. All handy. That's spooky.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
That'll be it there then.
Some kind of mechanism. Let's see what it does.
Some very obvious scratches on the floor there. A dress on the wall at the top. Or a shirt maybe. Either way. It look like somebody's standing
Looks
there.
like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped too.
Major's log part 2. Couple good bits.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
No need to fear me, I'm a witcher. No need to fear.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as
Felt as
far as
much.
the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all
Yep.
dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in.
Wise decision.
He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
Poison, I imagine.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors,
Interesting.
surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid.
Welcome back, Harry.
And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
Thought so.
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. and I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects.
Oh, grim.
My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Yes, indeed.
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here.
Save him for the end,
others may
thingy.
flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No.
Particularly.
Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it.
And how
Who
would
could
you
love
know
a
that?
wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Grail? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a
Yeah.
nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the
possible, but
land.
unlikely.
The base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Really hope I can help. Need to look around first.
Whatever for? Not in the tower, but bones and rats. Don't leave me with them again.
I'll come back for you. You can be sure.
Very well, but come back soon. Don't keep me waiting. When will this nightmare end?
I clicked to loot, damn you.
Will you help me now?
Really hope I can help. Need to look around first.
Whatever for? Not in the tower.
I'll come back for you. You can...
Very well, but
To Major's Log Part 1.
All have left me.
Right, okay. Bearings a bit more now.
When will this nightmare end?
Bare bones, I guess. Suspect the Major's,
Alone. All have left me.
Major's journal will be telling me a whole bunch about what's going on here soon enough.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Yep. Sounds like there might be more ghosts somewhere. See any signs of them, but...
When will this nightmare end?
Ooh, medium armor, knight's gauntlets. Not actually better than what I have. Says steel short swords. Quite a decent battle axe, actually. Wanted to use it, but I can't imagine why you would. Get there eventually. Experiments continue to return results that most consider unreliable. Methodological errors are not at fault. Problem lies with shoddy infallible research material and false to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Foster is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens. My tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them set foot in my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodergren managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact upon the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, volunteers which I am now supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble line of work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I've tried a few times, though I'm a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I have the distinct impression they understand little, but perhaps the stupor is merely a result of the early stage of the illness. Of course, it's impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. That sounds like Lord Farquaad. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them, particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. First, I was overcome by panic. Was this the first manifestation of the illness? Of course, that was impossible. I fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. You may just like to be listened to. I placed the black rat in a separate cage. A time will come for it to play a part in the tests. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. Anxiously looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none beside the black rat and cannot hope for better. Thesserad avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first I thought he feared a moral scandal. which would be risible in the extreme, but he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humours. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made for lousy conversation partners, even. There remains, of course, the woman, but the woman. For her, I try to limit contact. My black rat has died. Today I found him killed off in his cage. I suspected he had become infected by accident, but during the autopsy I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, some of which I must admit irritates the scholar in me, but as mentioned previously, I'm not particularly fond of rats. Fragile psychic constitution. Ooh. Well, I don't see any more signs, but... It seems like the mage was actually trying to cure the Catrian plague, because he clearly infected the people he was experimenting on with the view to doing that, but it seems like his ultimate goal was to cure it. Still, okay. There's going to be anything in the basement after I look down there, but we'll have a look again. Nope. I am far from convinced that the lady is telling me the truth up there. She is not sharing certain details.
What's with the door?
You wish to leave, as Graham did.
What do you want?
No more lies, no more deceit. You will stay here for all time. You will never leave.
That wasn't quite what I wanted to do. I'm a bit annoyed about that. Hang on. I found nothing thus far, so let's jump back to that. I think because I tried the door, she's gone hostile, and I don't want that. Ugh.
When will this nightmare end? So I've got both parts. I had done by the time I saved. Didn't see anything else. Alone. All have left me. When will this nightmare end?
Well, there might be more notes somewhere that I missed, but... Not seeing any right now.
Alone. All have left me.
Lack of information is frustrating. There's that one. There's also one over there, which I don't think I pulled. This time we won't go out the door. It's the basement, I think, isn't it? This is the lower floor. There was the door. Hmm. See. Or don't. That's kind of the point in this case. He fell off there.
When will this nightmare end?
Lamp. Quest items. Yeah, I thought so. Well, I can only assume I've got all the information available at the moment.
Will you help me now? You promised not to leave me here.
Not sure I trust her, but I'll help her for now.
Fine. I'll talk to Graham.
Evening, Graham.
Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
Yes, I do rather suspect she'll be following her own bones on this one. There it is. Is this the basement? The door? The other way, I think. No, yes, maybe. I'm currently not sure. I think that was the door. Yes. The floor up higher than I thought it was. Playing visit. get through. Right. So I think if I follow the wall around to that boat, which must be to take a body. Yeah, I thought it might be an Alton. And Wastrel Manor, that must be where they were based before they came out to the island. I can only assume. Wastrel, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Wastrel is technically correct, but
Come on.
trying to get clear there, but I couldn't. Oh, I didn't go quite according to plan. Well, a bunch of them apparently. It's in the third level. Now correct my inventory, thank you. Right, what would be a good bit of food to munch? A mushroom? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Mushroom.
Not bad.
Do that last one and then should be able to get out of here in peace and maybe even loot some bodies along the way. So there's another one swimming in maybe. Could be, but doesn't look like it. All right. Seems like that might be a bit of a rough prospect. 1,000 health, tricky. Oh, they're determined to make it quite the grind fest, aren't they? Beep, 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 beep.
You won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
Witcher, been to fight. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Witcher. I'm not necessarily going to tell him exactly why I'm here.
I'm a Witcher.
What of it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
Technically I don't, but anyway.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
Well, quite.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of
Cheers,
it.
no?
No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It
Which
wasn't
is worse
poison.
than that.
Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse.
Quick, she wouldn't go cold that quick.
Open your eyes. I never thought...
Dumbass.
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her...
You'd have probably buried
I
her
didn't notice
alive.
she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Just stuck her in a
Wrong on
grave.
that count.
Yeah, if he'd stayed there, he'd have buried her alive, not realising that she was just paralysed. And instead of being eaten alive by rats, which would be fucking awful, she'd have been stuck in a hole in the ground and suffocated because her partner buried her alive, which would be pretty much just as bad, I think.
Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
What can I do?
Ironically, bury
It's
her.
too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
Those are... her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
Tell Ciri you've listed the curse, have I though? I mean... seems a bit too easy, doesn't it? Ciri's up there, I'm down here. Could sail around, or I could ride over there. I think I'll ride. It's going to be the play, isn't it?
Is yonder ein ibna keer.
Yep, didn't think it'd be quite so.
Annabelle was no ordinary ghost. She's a pesta, and now she's free.
A pester. What's a pester? That might have been a bad idea. During his investigation of the hour, Geralt discovered the Lord's daughter Annabelle was key to lifting the curse. She died along with the others, and her spirit now roamed the tower's empty halls, trapped in a veil of tears by her love for a fisherman named Graham. Geralt thought taking her remains to the fisherman would solve everything, but instead it led to catastrophe. Annabelle, he discovered, was not an unfortunate lost soul, but a dangerous plague maiden. The Wraith had tricked Geralt when he removed Annabelle's remains from the tower. The plague maiden was freed from her prison and ventured out into the world to spread disease and pestilence. I see. Well, lifted the curse. That was cool. Plague Maiden, there we go. Patient seemed to have hallucinations of a woman covered in scabs and rats scurrying all around her. His raising subsided after administration of henbane and poppy extract. When plague ravages a region, the spirit will sometimes walk its lands, a ghost resembling an ill woman whose flesh rots off her bones, in whose wake crawls a cavalcade of rats. No one knows whether the spirit brings the pox with her or is merely drawn to it like a moth to the light. It is certain she delights in dealing pain and suffering and hearing the howling and moaning of men. Many have called into question the very existence of plague maidens, or peste. Okay, there you go. That was the word that kind of got away from me. As they're sometimes called. Only 2 sightings of such a creature have ever been recorded, both during times of raging epidemic. The name Plague Maiden suggests these wraiths take the appearance of females, though exactly why that is remains a mystery. Some speculate that they, like other such spectres, arise from the powerful emotional charge associated with certain circumstances of death, such as predicted by a long and painful illness. Not much is known about how to fight them, though one can only assume they possess many traits in common with other phantoms and wraiths. Undoubtedly they pose a great danger, but a witch's immunity should at least prevent him from catching contagious illnesses they carry. Yeah, I didn't trust her. Fortunately, I don't seem to have the ability to go and hunt her down either. And Beast was, yeah, I rather thought that might be the case. She was rather suspicious. Kind of hoping I'd get there and be able to respond to circumstances later, but in some way. But I should know by now. It's choices like that are going to be lead to a result that's set in stone once they've made them. Yeah, we'll follow the next right. Just wolves, not really worth it. Ooh, there's something going on here. Quest of some kind. Whole bunch of herbs and stuff to grab around here.
The old god demanded 6 sucklings. You didn't bring but a single scurvy runt. No wonder he cursed us. Well, we're doomed. You's the one brought soured wine. Curse is your fault as much as mine.
First terror, an uproar, now quiet as a winter morn. And no doubt the old god's grown angry and left.
Didn't we tell you we can't cut corners with him? Didn't I say we'd better take from our young'uns' mouths than not give to him?
I don't want to attack this target. I don't really want to use the magic lamp either, really, right now. Let's use that.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All-God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sounds about right.
The All-God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts.
Sounds like a god
in
to me.
exchange for which the All-God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All-God
Pictures
said
are
if
a bit
you don't
iffy
get
on
a
his face
rafter
in the
of
rain,
bacon and
especially.
a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and lotuses or some such will devour the harvest.
After a bacon and a barrel of beer, that doesn't sound like a god to me. Well, actually it does, to be honest, but...
I could intercede on your behalf with this All-God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you've to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Now, since we're here, why not? What could possibly go wrong? At the altar? Okay.
Oh, All-God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have...
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? Huh. How would that work? No answer from the All-God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
Which didn't sound particularly underground to me, but,
A crack. Too small to pass through, but big enough for sound to come out. Wine. More like vinegar. Someone drank it anyway. Could follow the scent.
yeah, rather thought so. That illusion I dispelled. Thought as much. Do you need to play 1 and 2 before this, or is it okay to play this without them? Now, technically you can play this without them. Honestly, This is a tough one, really, there, Cal. I played 1 and 2 first because I knew going back to them would be particularly rough, especially 1 because it hasn't aged well. That said, there is a remake in the works, so there's that. 2 is better, to say the least. You don't kind of have to play them because there's just kind of pick up and go, and having played them didn't really help me know what the hell was going on with the story of this game. So in the sense, you don't have to have played them, although what happened before does tie in. Some of your choices, especially from 2, carry over to this game, although you can kind of make your own decisions there anyway. Yeah, the problem is, not only is it building on the 2 games before with the story, it's also building on the story from the books as well, which does lead into all of this. So if you haven't read those, even having played those games, you're still going to be scratching your head here and there. It does kind of fill in some of the blanks, but you also kind of have to find out for yourself elsewhere, which is weird. Normally you'd think they'd do a better job of explaining things. On the other hand, you have got things like the glossary that will tell you a lot about stuff. So, you know, if you want to know about all these characters that are just cropped up. But Ciri, obviously, is a key part of the main story, so you want to know a little bit about her. There's a little bit of Ciri's background. And if you have about Emrys, the Emperor of Nilfgaard. So you can kind of dig up a lot of the history, and it will give you chunks of it anyway. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one in that way. I don't know what that is. I'd sure like to. Well, that's creepy. Slightly less creepy, although that's kind of the point. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with The Witcher 4 when the time comes around. Because more modern technology could be particularly cool. I think he's going to be an ogre. Yeah, I think more modern technology will make for very, very interesting visuals for a future Witcher game. So just as this did when it first launched, of course, but that was 10 years ago, 11 years ago nearly. Yeah. That said, that fucking tech demo, what a joke that was. Oh, we're playing through a limited section of what it's going to actually look like. No, you're not. You're not even playing it. It's a video. Which you could quite clearly see in the tech demo if you looked. Oils, that's what I wanted. I want to see if I've got ogre oil. I do not. Hangman's Venom might be a good idea, though. In the absence of. Beast oil I can now make. Well, let's have that anyway. Sectoid oil. Good to have it. I could do enhanced beast oil, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I don't have a recipe for ogre oil, or ogre oil, whatever it is. Golden L'Oreal potion. Immunity to poisons neutralizes the effects of. I mean, yeah, let's have that. Herbal Forest was adrenaline. Yeah, not too bothered about. White Rufford's decoction now. Potion of vitality, instant heal. Might as well. That'd be worth having as well. I don't know if I'm going to need that. I'm going to leave that right now, I think. Yeah, I'll stick... I don't know if it's a caution is better than Swallow is, really. In that it's an instant heal. 35%. Whereas that does 40 over 20 seconds. I'll think about that. Regen's useful. Attack power is useful. Where's Hangman's oil? It's there, isn't it? Hangman's venom, yeah. We'll stock that on there for now. It'll give me a boost against humans and non-humans, so I don't know if that's actually going to help, but we're going to get a save there.
Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the all god to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Got an idea. I'm going to kill yourself for humble offerings or die. I'll tell them. Been here long? Who the hell are you? Let's start with that.
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
The local peasant folk call me the Old God.
Can think of quite a few other more fitting nicknames.
Now you listen to me, Witcher. Have you no other duties? Missions? Swamp's dangerous. Got its share of true terrors. Tend to them. I am no one.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack. Lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke. And suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, Demanding prayers and offerings, giving naught in return? I talk at least.
Well, kill him, threaten him, or be okay. Well, I think we're going to have to threaten him because they haven't got shit in the situation they're in.
Listen here, lardass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
Okay. It's obviously a sentient being, so... leave him with a little bit of his stuff. Curds and whey. He's not fucking on curds and whey from the look of this. Radovid the Stern. Bit of lore about Radovid and Chort's decoction. Don't know that one. Bunch of alcohols. Definitely useful to me. If it's gone somewhere, it's not in there. Maybe it's in my Decent Igni upgrade. That's not bad. Yeah, maybe it's in my inventory somewhere. There it is. Jesus, that's very long. Which brings us to the epithet of the current ruler of Redania, the Stern, Radovid V. Allow me to diagnose the causes and consequences of this appellation. Firstly, the seeds of Radovid's sternness were surely planted in his childhood. When Radovid was born to King Vizimir and Queen Hedwig in 1255, his care immediately entrusted to Philippa Eilhart, the court sorceress. While none dared to question if she was fit for the role of tutor, few now envisage her as having been a warm caregiver to a young child. And whatever harsh lessons she gave Radovid clearly left a lasting mark. Interesting. The next step on Radovid's path to becoming a Stern, the death of his father when he was about 13. The rumour has it father and son barely knew one another. The mere fact of being thrust into one's inheritance at such an early age in such murky circumstances must have had a hardening effect. Finally, the Regency finished schooling Radovid towards becoming the Stern, led by Sigismund Dijkstra. Oh, I remember him. He was of Tretogor. He was also spy master, if I remember rightly. The Regency Council imparted upon Radovid a style of politics steeped in Dijkstra's aggressive, no-holds-barred reason of state-first principles. Such are the causes of his temperament. Now on to the consequences. Most manifestations of his fierce manner are well known. However, a few illustrative examples might prove useful. They include summoning the Order of the Flaming Rose to be his armed enforcers, his later support for the witch hunters and their zealous cause, and finally, the massacre at Lochmuir. Yet it is a fight against Nilfgaard that Radovid has proved himself truly the Stern. While the forces of other realms disintegrated in the face of the Empire's onslaught, he strengthened his own realm and taken command of the joint armies of the North. Whatever their opinion of him before, all clear-eyed observers now agree, Radovid, known as Radovid the Stern, is the North's last bulwark against Emir's expanding power. Well, my playthrough of 1 isn't up anymore, I don't think. I think I took it down. But, playthrough of 2 is still up.
Anything new?
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And? Will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you the All God's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
I don't foresee that ending particularly well, but this All God character is not particularly homicidal either, so... Might not be such a terrible thing either. Just depends how the peasants react, really. Wait till I play Cyberpunk 2. Well, if it's anything like Cyberpunk is now, I don't tend to hit anywhere near as many pedestrians. They've massively upgraded the car controls. So if they manage to import that improvement to Cyberpunk 2, then we'll be fine. And catch accelerate a little bit now because it's back there that I should have slowed down for. Oh well.
Not so fast, Roach.
My name is Matt. I'm just harvesting all the plants around your house. Yeah, pretty much now. Considerably better. It's still easy to go crazy and cause havoc, but as easy.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
Not really.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice? You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
Well, keep an eye out. Maybe I'll be back to finish her off.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Apparently I didn't get an option for that.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
What's a name or anything like that? Some more details? Oh, well, I'll be downgraded from Witcher to errand boy now. Possibly detective if you're feeling generous. Really? Bow's up that way, yeah. Well, yeah, I'd assume he'd come this way, to be honest, but apparently not. Yeah, that was the right way. I'm ready to, yeah, fairly common scenario. Ooh, there's a couple of things over here. Sound like insects. They are. It's a bit of a simplification in the games compared to the 9. I have to be careful here. Compared to the books, in that they really do lean into the steel for men and silver for monsters thing. Whereas in the books, it's a little bit more nuanced than that. Ooh. Let's just quickly bestiary these things. Oh, Sylvan. Okay, interesting. Group creature treasures prefer them to humans. Sylvans, Yakshas, and Yakshas, kindred species, extremely rare wooden creatures, combine traits of goats and rotund men. Beings usually pose little danger, but they limit their contacts to playing harm most so often bothersome tricks and eating crops from the fields. Ah, interesting. Nothing about signs being useful here. Definitely a bit more problematic. Oh, there's a corpse over there. Yeah. Vaguely useful bits. Nothing exciting though. And there's another one just over there. The end of it is grey. Where's my horse? Oh, there. Couldn't see him for the shadows. Right, let's go and see what else there is just over here. The bandit camp. Anything that's useful on here?
Let's end this.
Okay, boys, that's where you want it. Goodbye. I do enjoy those kill shots. Perhaps a little bit more than they should, really. So backstabbing cowards have deserted Crow's Perch, now proudly lands in small bands. You'll have a cutthroats each. Travels passing through, keep on your guard. They decided to camp right next to the warning road deserter bandits, huh? Ooh. Magic sword. Silver sword. Not quite as good as the one I have, though. Despite being a higher level. Alright. Yep, we'll just carry on up the road to where we're going. We'll be fine. Well, it's okay, Roach. Calm down. There's a couple more bits over that way, though, that I might want to detour and go and get. I'll zoom out and I see question marks on the map there. I'm definitely wanting to grab some of that stuff.
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was going to end well. Human, from an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it. Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that.
Maybe she just wanted an actually tasty dinner instead of eating shite. I thought we stumbled onto this guy, though. I'm going to go ahead and go necrophage. So it looks like a necrophage.
Show me what you got.
It's because it is.
Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
Volker, we've hit gold offering. Not only have we sold all of our stock, we have sold it 3 times its cost. Cost from what's all, wine from Barclair, everything from Beaujolais Nouveau to the oldest vintages, red, white, and rosé, you name it. Cato plebos meat, pickled beef, pepper, cinnamon cloves, telling you everything. So one catch, must deliver it to Valen in a village called Midcop. So now it's dangerous, what with the war and all. Think of the coin. I've managed to secure a parcel, get you across the Pontar. Now it's a hop, skip, and jump, and you're there. You'll be fine. Klaus. We'll split the proceeds 50-50.
Dry red from Zubran, southern slope. Notes of black currant and citrus. Pains the heart are still intact. Don't sense anything magic, though. Wonder how Ciri will explain this one.
Quite obvious, really, isn't it? Hoggar's been living in the woods for God knows how long. Really not her MO. Oh.
Take this.
You're out of it, Geralt.
Now you've got my fucking goat.
Right, now I've got frickin' archers. Bandit leader's quite the old chap. What's that guy dead? Right, now just the last one. Ooh. Well, probably wouldn't have taken his head off, but it had a nasty number on his throat. A cage key, cool. Got some other bits and pieces. Useful bits. Rusty Skellige sword. Curious what the style of that was going to look like. I'd assume kind of cutlass-like, but maybe not. Lots of hunting trousers. A lot of stuff I can sell, but detour through a couple of villages. Hopefully I'll shift some bits and pieces to blacksmiths and stuff. Tailor, look at that. I don't know what the scissors symbol means, but I'll look it up in a moment. Tailor would appear to be the case, but if that's the case, I'll sell them a bunch of the clothes I've got. Barber. Ah. Let's get some food on the go, because definitely got a need for that.
Thank ye, master. Ye saved my life. You ever come through Claywitch, you give us a holler. I'll shave ye and shear ye for free. Thank ye, master. Ye saved my life.
Claywitch.
You ever come...
I don't think that's on my map just yet. Oh, there it is, over there. Interesting. He's away from home, isn't he? So, there's a blacksmith up there. And I believe an armourer here. So, I think I'm here. Zoom around to Blackbow. Get rid of some of this stuff. There's something else over there. Anyway, I'll go around Blackbow once we've done this, and fucking loads of it. Well, so we're about to depopulate the region of bandits.
Not your lucky day.
Ooh. Enjoyed that. Meteorite. There are actually some useful bits and pieces there. Lash introduction, trapper's boots. Ooh. Pirate's notes. That ain't normal for a pirate to complain about violence and plundering, but for fuck's sake, there's no stopping these soldiers. Baron must have tossed them out of the castle because they were too much. Even for him, not a day goes by they don't rob or beat somebody. We've cut down 3 of them already, that hasn't discouraged the rest one jot. Gonna have to wipe them out or change hideouts, because frankly, I don't become a pirate to be the one getting assaulted. Right. New shoes. 1 point of extra armor, but everything else is less good. Hmm. 45. 83. That is probably better as a backup. Chance to crit and poison. That's got a bunch of good stuff, but not quite as good as this one. So, got a bunch of stuff I need to organise soon. Florins and Orans. Not quite sure what those are. Some form of Novigrad currency. Novigrad. Nilfgaardian currency, I guess. Hidden treasure, huh? Oh, that was a nice trick. Getting really fast backstab. Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes. Ah!
Come on, come closer.
You still got legs and bollocks. I'm not sure which I'm more worried about his interest in, to be honest. Witchercraft, actually, but anyway.
Lost your nerve?
That's annoying. I should have been able to block that.
Come on.
Oh, you're fucked.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't like that sword. Not an efficacy thing, it's a style thing. But... Whew, it was kind of... It was not my best fight, but it was a fun fight. Night, Cal. Have a good one. What are we on? 10 to 11. Go and see if I can cook at any of these campfires or anything. Probably need to be marked as a campfire rather than on the map for it to be effective. Ooh, Pirate's Notes. So we found silver basin and ruby brooch on the bottom. Means Queen Zulika's treasures really is somewhere around here. Maybe in the hold of one of the wrecked ships off the west coast. Can't check them at the moment. Waves are too high. I'll have to wait till the seas are calm. We're pitching camp. Ooh. Sure, we lost our house because of the war, and I had done some wandering, yes. We almost died of hunger a time or two. Seems God's haven't abandoned us after all. We were done for. Thought we were done for that we'd die in the swamps, and here we ran into a camp. I walked up real careful, like folk tasted more than one village already. This one was empty as can be. Tents, barrels, not a trace of people. So Marcos and I decided to stay here for a while, at least till the war ends. Perhaps Velden's not as bad as they say. So how? He's not really efficient at grabbing stuff as he runs by, is he, old Geralt? Right, so I think that's most of the stuff down the beach done. Well, no, it's not. There's a bunch of stuff out here actually, but anyway. Ooh. Worry about that in a minute. A lot of shipwrecks and a lot of goods just lying on the shore here. Not more than you'd expect. Guess these are very, very fresh shipwrecks anyway. You'd think otherwise they'd have had the ever-living shite looted out of them. Bunch of poor locals, they'd take what they can get and sell it. And there's another thing over there. Fire cleanses, join us at Devil's Leap. Doesn't sound good. It sounds like the that crazy church that we've run into a few times. Whilst we looked and looked for that Queen Zulieka? I don't know. Queen Z's treasure, and what we found, fuck all, beg your pardon. Though we've much enjoyed eating our fill of oysters we fish off the bottom, you sure that map's the real deal, not some counterfeit, because it seems to me that Sailor cheated us. We'll keep looking around until something eats us, or until you give us other orders. Kind of suggests they didn't find it. That's just the quest suggesting it's still out there, but you know. How far out we're looking? It's a fair old way. We'll deal with that in a minute then. There's something else just around here. I'll nip over and deal with that. Phage oil, wonderful. Lots of not very good gear there. Quick sort. How many swords have you got on your horse? A fuck lot. I ride through, they'll think they hit the jackpot until I limbs off. Any bandits anyway? Not too good, not too bad. Ooh, wrong button. Ooh. The magic sword. It didn't help him much though. Oh, a bunch of cool stuff in there. And plans to make another of his magic sword if I need it. What's up there? I'm over encumbered, am I? Well, I'd be sad about that, except that I'm not sad about it. Not as good as what I got. How does it look, out of curiosity, though? Actually quite nice. A steel sword that is not quite as good. No, slightly more damage. Sign intensity is not bad, and adrenaline points not bad either. But I've got a whole bunch of useful stuff on one I have as well. A lot of crit stuff. Yeah, the one I've got's better. Looks like a more convincing sword, though. So I need to drop £3 somehow. Down here and find something that's not worth much. Sort by price. So the cheapo stuff should be at the bottom. Cool. Rusty Skilliger sword. How does that look, out of curiosity? A little like an excessively long, oversized two-handed Viking sword. Interesting. It kind of makes sense, but doesn't at the same time. So not really only worth 22 compared to the rest. Okay. Actually, I can probably leave it as is for now. I'm not even encumbered anymore. It's not going to stay that way, but there's at least one more beastie out here. There's whatever this guy's got as well. Good Lord. For days out here. Another Velan longsword that's not worth its weight. A couple of those as well, just because now spotting something else just out here. Lots and lots of sunken treasure out here. Let's get my breath back and make sure I don't join them. I'll overlook the fact that a crossbow is probably not going to be any more effective underwater than a pistol is. More stuff. Bean decoction. Ooh. Alright. Coast of Rex. I wonder there's so much stuff out there if it's called the Coast of Rex. That's all these wrecked ships, but also would imply a lack of recency. So, there's that. Oh, I just realised that's a giant whale. It's just not that giant a whale. It's a very ordinary looking whale. But nonetheless, that's a bit grim. Poor fella. Assumed he was leant up against some kind of hillock. He's not. He's leant up against a dead whale. That's grim. Oh, the stuff that's dropped on the floor, though, is the stuff that I dropped, isn't it? Well, I think I've got everything in the immediate vicinity. Looking at the map there. So, grab that wolfsbane. On top. Fair, I don't need to run all the way back to the horse, but I'm nearly there now. I feel like I'm kind of obligated. I've committed. And we'll see if we can't find this Queen's treasure, which is supposed to be out in the water somewhere. Very Viking style to that ship there. So to get there, I think the thing to do is going to be right up here to the sort of the end of the road and go this way. Push on out via those islands, maybe. There's more bloody question marks here. Oh, it's right bloody there, isn't it? So. Hidden treasure, huh? Not too surprisingly like a bunch of necrophages. More drowners. Now I get why there'd be a lot of drowners here. Trying to put the sword away, but press the shooting button. Those were the days you'd smuggle a few bottles of hooch and Oxenfurt and loiter about the dormitories selling to students. You'd come away with a hefty sack of coin, they'd lead and they'd have their spirits fortified for study. Then along came Radovid, who shut down the university, chased the students away, and positioned ballistae on the riverbank to sink everything floating up or down the Pontar, swans included. But there's not been a dark cloud yet that didn't come as a silver lining. Yesterday I saw a brave soldier sink a merchant vessel. Went straight to the bottom and it did, along with its whole crew and its cargo. Shame about the men, really, but it'd be just as big a shame to let all those goods go to waste. So me and Martin will fish them out, dry them off, and sell them. Maybe at least I'll have something to put in my pot. What's the mistake and the treasure? Oh, they're both out here. Okay, that's cool. So... Okay. Don't really need a torch, especially not in the water. Gonna need a crossbow though. Deal with the drowners. What's this asset? Guess what? He's trying to drown me. Guess how that's going to go for him. Fucker. Down here then. Many a thing. There's the costly mistake pile of loot. There's what's the name? Ship, presumably. Interesting. Fist tech and a Zora runestone of some kind. Let's get on out of here before I drown. Which I'm getting rather close to doing. Now over encumbered, not shockingly. Right. What have I got here then? Cavalry boots, not as good as what I've got. Trekker's trousers, also not quite as good as what I've got. But they look quite cool. Very piratey. Trapper's boots. And a Verdun Archer's gambeson. Which is also no good. Got a new sword. New silver sword. It is less good than the one I currently have. I thought it might be. Bit of food and stuff. All the goodies. Have I read that? Just a bunch of fishermen's ranting. It's fine, but not very helpful to me. What by price? 57. Anything below 25 that weighs a bit. Probably. I feel like I don't need that anymore. But, yeah. £3 to drop. It's going to have to be a sword, isn't it? Or something to that effect. Ooh, hello. 1.6, 1.3. 5. Six. Ooh, a blackjack. I've seen one of those before. A bit disappointed I'm so horrifically over-encumbered, though. Oh, it's a frickin' wraith as well, isn't it? Well, I might be able to up some of this. Come back for it in a second. It's a noon wraith, yes, I thought it was. Let's get ourselves a quick bit of wraith spectre oil. Eden on the go and get ready to go and fight her. Because I remember these things and they're a bit of a pain in the arse. Oh, wonderful. Oh, there's a whole crowd of them. Ah, no, there isn't. This is just the trick she has. Oof. Definitely a struggle here. She's nearly down. Got her. That would have gone much less well if I'd not put that stuff down. Well, the rewards are a little underwhelming there, but okay. Hang on, hang on. Which was a bit... I thought it was killing me. Right. No, I don't see anything else out there. We'll try and get back to shore and Right. Oh, it's thinning the herd slowly. Yeah, coming out in droves, and this is not going so well. Oh, shite. Please don't make me go and fight that fucking Noon Wraith again. I mean, I could abandon some of my stuff and stop being so greedy, but what's that word I'm looking for? No. I mean, the sensible thing, really, would be to just leave the stuff on the shore. Kill the drowners. And then come back for it, wouldn't it? So I think I'll probably do that. Another sensible thing to do might be to get some food down me and make sure I'm healing. Anything that is... interesting. No feeling. Have a good one. You little shit. Not on a dry land and fight me like a necrophage. Allegedly I hit him, but it didn't seem to do what I was expecting it to do. Despite being a critical, supposedly. I can't loot them when I kill them in the water, apparently. Like the water now being full of fishmen. Pretty sure I just shot them with a crossbow, not took their tongues off, but anyway. Gotcha, you little shit. Any more for any more? Always fucking one more, isn't there? Plan's not really working, is it? All I'm really doing is providing a large amount of food for something. Not working over there. We'll try taking a different route and see how that does. I suppose my horse is swimming this game. game was it we magically discovered unexpectedly discovered the horse could swim? I can't remember now. Going a bit better this time. There's actually a sandbar. Maybe I should get on that. Silver sword's not doing so hot either. Wait, even if you can't swim. Oh, that was traumatic. Who thought I'd be punished for my greed and my hubris? I saw something out here, didn't I? So I'll ride up to here and then we'll detour across. Flies buzzing around the corpses that I may have somewhat created. Ah.
Mum said if I'm good, she'll send me on the trail of treats.
Well, you're lucky to land here. Perhaps we can start anew, live again.
Bunch of people moved in and set up a camp. I assume she's sad because one of the bandits was her husband or something. Because, maybe it's something else. Abandoned site, my derriere it is. Yeah, there's something moving around down there. All right.
Get him! Come on!
Bloody pirates. Shocking. Now the locals have come back. A little too quickly, I think.
You know, Witcher, folk can say what they will. Me, I'll never forget what you did for us.
Some progress on achievement. Look at it there. Something like that. Mind me, I'm just looting the ever-living hell out of this place. Gotta be something worth having. Baby brother, got your letter, children healthy, little clothes not so little anymore, almost tills on shoulder, kids sweet as ever, hospital talk, glad you're able to return to your home. I'm worried though, sure those pirates are gone away for good, best have eyes in the back of your head and don't burn any lights at night, so no one cruising along the coast can spy you. There we go. Oh, it's a herbalist, nice.
What? Got anything interesting?
Well, that stuff. Blizzard, interesting. 25, yeah, might as well. So it's time for a short period. Anything I'd like to sell, though? a bunch of food off me. So I'm going to just sell that, I think. Pure silver, not selling that. I think that might actually be kind of useful to me at some point. Sell some crafting stuff. What's that? Felondine I am using. Good stuff that I've got large numbers of. Wolfbane. Okay with that. Ghoul blood. Probably don't need quite so much of that. What else have we got lots of? These mushrooms. Rose eye. There's a lot of that. White myrtle. Got a lot of that. Merchant doesn't have enough funds. Oh well, that's fine. I'll leave that there.
Farewell.
Looked up quite nicely, that. Right. There's a bit more up the road as well, and all I wanted to do was make it over to sell some stuff before I go back to Kira, but I'm just finding tons and tons of stuff, so... Yeah, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? I mean, we're here, might as well grab that, haven't we? Catch you later, Noel. Have a good night. Lucky 11:30 already. I'd like to just loop around and wrap up, but it's going to take me longer than that, isn't it? Because life is cruel and unfair.
Giddy up.
What's a damaged letter? Okay, I know you don't smuggle them all. You set aside plenty of coin and aren't interested in the risk, but you want to enjoy your time with your wife and kiddies. But I gotta ask you a favour. We've got to move one more load. It's the last promise. A simple job, couple of chests, risk minimal, reward substantial. Please do it, if not for the gold, then for old time's sake. Sunken treasure. Well, we might as well, hadn't we? Let's go and store some stuff just in case there's a whole bunch of freaking yeah, we'll store a few bits just in case there's some drowners or something in the water. There are. I think that's everything. It was barely worth the swim out, to be honest, but yeah, well, it's off the map now and it's done. There's supposed to be some kind of herb there. I can't see it. Oh, there we go. You know, it's more and more grim by the minute, isn't it? I want to go this way, which the left path will actually take me to, apparently. Oh, shitting. Well, get over here. You have to manage to get out of combat somehow. Right, now I've got wolves to deal with. Wild dogs, anyway. Buggers. Little buggers, isn't they? They're little buggers now. Right, just here by the crossroads. Some stuff dropped while I still bloody can. Definitely dropped some stuff I didn't want to there. It's fine, as long as I get it back, we'll be alright. He says. Deal with the water hag next. Well, last. Let's get the drowner out of the way because I can probably do that nice and quickly. The theory, anyway. Yeah. Right. Couldn't be easy, could it? Not stuff though, apparently. Highwayman's notes. So crime doesn't pay, never heard a great fucking rubbish in my life, pays like fucking mad. Took so much sleep from old sod that we can drink it all up in a year's time, even if we down our hucking spirit like it's water and taste it with dry white wine from Beauclair. Some might blab nonsense about gods pushing us and gods punishing us and whatnot, but I'm too old to believe in fairy tales. Next stop, Novigrad, we'll sell what we took and live like kings. Yeah, armor as well. Not as good as what I've got. Actually looks alright though. It looks like it should be better. Slightly less defense, Quen, piercing and slashing resistances. In some ways it is better, but not by much. Not quite enough to make it worth it. Oh, you little sod. Ugh. Sodden moat. We couldn't afford to pay ourselves or Patrick. Sent a young lad to you. Nothing's tough your way too, but that you 3 tucks are own. So if you didn't have to, I'd not asked this of you. But in Velen, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. Please care for him like your own son. We'll come back as soon as war's over. 1,000 thanks. P.S. Patrick's got a sack of coins, bags enough to pay his guide. What we agreed on. You shouldn't have to add anything of your own. Patrick's afraid of the dark. Leave a candle burning by his bed. Guess I got the gold already, anyway. Oh, wild dogs out there. See, it's a wild dog. Nothing else but up there. Okay. What I previously dropped. Excellent. Right. I'll ride on this way and it should get me where I want to be. Hopefully. I don't run into any more diversions along the way. So, soldiers, so. Oh, the bunch of the bandits, the Baron's men, aren't they? That are also marked as bandits. Oh, random trader wandering through, that's cool.
Greetings.
Salutations! Whither do you come from, and where will you go?
Hard to say.
Where did you come from,
Seen a lot
Cotton
of
Eye
the world
Joe?
and plan to see more.
As have I, as do I.
Take a peek if you don't mind.
Nothing exciting. An opportunity to shift some of the junk that I don't need though. Well, there's a few bob anyway, isn't it?
Not the best place for a traveling peddler.
Profits lie amidst risk. True, the wars brought strife and hardship, but folk live on, and where there is life, there is trade.
Prepared to
True
risk your
that.
life for a bit of coin?
Coin, my friend, is of little import. Hard as I try, I simply cannot remain still, so I wander and wander the world. I see new places, speak with folk I've never known. It's what I like, and that's worth the risk.
Yeah, there's some truth to that.
Farewell.
We'll meet again. I know this.
It's clearing up.
Lovely. What have we got here? Yeah. Labour for the Empire, lest you get screwed over by him. Excuse me, good sir. I would like to do business. Came all this way to do business with the blacksmith, and you weren't doing business with me. Not helpful. Let's try meditating for a moment, see if that helps. That helps.
Yeah?
I'll take a look. Maybe pick something.
What you got? Mastercrafted silver sword, huh? Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not as good as what I got. Red long sword. Better damage, Quentin. Not bad again. I can use it. It's less ugly than what I've got. Use the crit bonus though for a small extra damage. I don't think it's worth it. Not enough of a buff. However, let's look to what I can sell him. Go. That is probably going to be my backup now, isn't it? Steel sword. That's a steel sword. 183 US 175. Getting poison. Yeah, Quentin. Actually, yeah, we'll keep that even though there's slightly less damage. Its additional benefits are worth being my secondary choice. Steel sword, 89, 86, 84. So why should I not pick the Maribor sword? Quen adrenaline point gain. Igni and burning. Fire, Igni, chance to dismember. To be honest, I should keep that. And these can probably go. He's penniless, hey? You got anything worth having? Probably, but nothing I want. Look at the crafting. And now level 9, so that picks out at 7, I think. Do I currently have equipped on the steel sword front? 100 and extra benefits. Yeah, not worth it. This crafted steel sword requires 16 though, 13, 12, so nothing on there. Okay, so you can't craft me anything. You do me some repairs, that'd be good. Let's get him a load more cash and now go back to selling them the stuff that I want to get shot of again. Keep that because it looks like it's better than what I've got. I think maybe I might need to check my stash as well, see if there was anything level 9 that was worth adding to my, like pulling out of those special edition or bonus items or whatever it was list. Probably don't need that much of this. Okay, so that's gone all right. Let's have a look at my situation.
So long.
So those are backups, that's fine. It's better than the crossbow I currently have. Fine. I'll sell that before I leave. I don't think there's much else. No.
Yeah?
I'll take a look. Maybe pick something.
Yep, your pocket, buddy. Wonderful. Much shopping.
So long.
So. Right. We'll stop by mid-cups and then log a bunch of stuff there. Okay, and then go and see Kira. Is this actually telling me the right direction? Trying to send me that way as if it might be shorter, but I don't think there's much in it, right? Less hassle to go this way when it comes to the turning around point.
Ever fight a witcher?
Nah, I can't be bothered dealing with them. Be fighting for the sake of it at this point, and just getting rid of the stuff would just be more of a hassle than it's worth. Really? Oh yeah, if I want to go to Kira's, but I don't want to go straight on, don't I? So. Cuckoo. We're all cuckoo around here. You shut the fuck up, buddy. Tell you the Baron's man ain't gonna whip my ass.
You got a Gabrielle, the auto crank.
Yes, you're definitely an auto crank.
Let me have a look at your stock.
I don't think he has a Gabrielle from the look of it, so yeah, didn't really think he would. Don't want to sell it. I feel bad about it. So we've got in crafting then. Trousers. My trousers currently give me that because I feel like my current pair of trousers are not that exciting. Okay, fair enough. With my gloves maybe, or my shoes. Like, shoes that give me vitality, so okay. Little less piercing bludgeoning damage, little greater resistance to slashing, and an increase to armor. That's probably worth it then. Gauntlets, unlikely. Yeah, pretty sure not. benefits of the other one are too good. Anti-Hunter's Gambits I've already got, and then the next thing I've got will be Shadal's, whatever that is. Which is no good until I get to level 24, so. Boots. It was my boots that were really good, wasn't it? So I didn't want to go those. What about the gloves? I'm still going to check the gauntlets again. Let's just quickly double check. Any gloves in here? Okay, additional herbs. Justin, thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. Okay. The additional herbs is nice, but it's not that nice. All the bonuses get dipped for 0.7 for 7 points of extra armor. No, not worth it.
So long.
Right. Cavalry trousers definitely look better than the hideous pair I've just put on. Like an absolute loon, but you gotta do what you gotta do, haven't you?
You ain't safe lest you go.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Let's sell those.
So long.
Get the same depressed response every time. It's a bit weird. Right. Let's go and wrap up with Kira. And we'll see how we do from there. It's probably a place to put a pin in. In fact, it's definitely a place to put a pin in it. It's way late. Although I was like half an hour late starting, so you know, I'm only technically half an hour over. What's my run time say? Yeah. Exactly what I thought it would. Just drop it in the cellar and check out this. What have I got? Tracker's boots there will be ones I've currently got equipped, aren't they? Okay, that's fair enough. And actually better, apart from... Yeah, they are still better. Next stuff comes in at 11. Okay. Fair enough. Right, that's fine. Don't think there's anything else I want to stash. Not for right now. Cool. It's worth checking though. Kira.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Got what you wanted?
Got those substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Okay.
Color me intrigued.
I've got a feeling I know where this is going.
Wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out.
More comfortable? She's wearing half an outfit as it is.
You've been patient, thank you.
Sometime later.
It's almost ready.
3 white mice.
If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt. The King Vin Faithful.
Horses.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Yes.
True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night.
Would you now?
I don't need a fairy godmother. I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming.
A bit.
It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
I'm a witch and a gigolo. What a line. But fuck no.
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous.
Hey.
Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight.
Under the circumstances, if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't be saying no. She says the same...
What do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Yeah. I mean, he's technically single, so...
Whoa, Cinderella. We'll have a great fall.
Ha! As fast as you can. Try to catch me.
Right, shouldn't be too difficult. Tempted to cheat, but one of the ways to do that is by making sure she can't get past me.
Giddy up.
Like that. Nice.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Because you need a large amount of alcohol to make Geralt look attractive.
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
Naturally.
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How so?
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true. So, I've 2 options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
And didn't destroy the workshop, if that's what you're asking. Why do you care? Yeah, that was a bit direct on number 3 there. Let's,
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands...
Wasn't much findings left there.
Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits.
Sounds good to me.
So?
Not in the mood. Sorry that someone else don't have to ask me twice.
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes.
I got a bad feeling about this.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not?
Ah, that way.
A skirt? Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek. Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners.
Lazy git.
Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners.
No, but you can fumble with some hellebore petals when you get off your arse, bud.
Shame. Could have kept her shoes on.
They're not that nice.
Now where's that Cinderella gone to?
I'm guessing they spot a light down by the water. Or maybe the marker on the map. Goes up with a pocket full of mushrooms.
Found me.
Some very nice underwear for a lady living in the swamp.
Do I get a prize?
I have nothing on me. But I'll think of something.
Well, she's definitely got something on her. But we can soon sort that, apparently. Ahem. Maybe a little much for streaming. Unfortunately. Just because last time this went that way, I ended up getting demonetised. So.
Dragon something, I bet.
No.
Yeah, dragon something.
It has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Get him out so she's gone when he wakes up. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Kira, where?
Probably not back to the hut, I would guess.
Spell means she's up to something. Fyke Isle, the tower.
I bet. Find out what Kira's doing in the tower on Fyke Isle. Yeah. Not particularly surprising. Are my clues here? Yep, they are. I think otherwise that's now the lot, isn't it? I think I have saddlebags to put on the horse. Got some playtime. Certainly did. Definitely didn't wear that under the dress. That is a good point, Steve, yeah. Mind you, she was casting a whole bunch of illusions, so, you know. It is what it is. Yeah, when the first episode kicked off, it got, it didn't get demonetized, it got limited monetization because, Naked Jennifer right at the start. So, yeah, I thought I should probably be a little judicial in my choice of screen. I mean, you know, it's gotten all the necessary flags on the stream anyway, so it seems a little gratuitous to me to object to that, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, fun. More of this tomorrow. Should be good. Gonna find out what Miss Metz is up to, and yeah, probably help some more of the locals out after that. Got a lot of extra bits and pieces from that coastline there. It was productive. More than I was expecting to be down there. I'm not surprised there was a bit. There was quite a lot along that stretch. We'd definitely like to, in that first region in White Orchard, was it? We found a map that put a load of question marks on our map. I think it was on the notice board. But not this time, apparently. It's not yet, anyway, which is a bit annoying. Still, found a lot of goodies. Kind of want some upgrades. Well, I'd like to replace my swords, to be honest, because the ones I've got are effective, but I don't like the style of them. The silver swords are, a bit weird, thin design with a narrow handguard on it, and then the steel ones just got this ridiculously ornate and chunky ricasso that's just kind of would be annoying. It's too much for me. But yeah, fun nonetheless. So that's the plan tomorrow. There will be a brief video tomorrow. It will be very brief, I think. Might even be a short. We'll see. Beyond that, I'll have to see what's happening because I don't actually have much of a video planned this week, so I'll have to come up with one, I guess, won't I? Fine. So, keep an eye out. Like, subs, notification bell, all that stuff for the next little while. Playlist is up if you want to see previous episodes or catch up on anything you've missed, anything like that. Again, there's little weird things that interrupt your immersion. Yeah, occasionally. I don't think it's really interrupting my immersion too much there, but it is a little it's just a bit weird. What did bother me more? Yeah, that bit where it just didn't seem to be functioning properly. Geralt wasn't moving in the way that he had previously been doing. That was a bit weird. And again, I think it might be because I had heavy gear on, or medium gear on, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I was just not used to it. I lost the feel for it. It's also a possibility. Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to chill out for a bit because it's now 10 past midnight, which is way too late. So thank you for hanging out. Yeah. I'm thinking about some stuff. Still pondering whether or not to switch to Twitch and see what happens over there, because it might be a worthwhile thing. Maybe. I'll have to look into it this week, because the start of the month would be a good time to do that if I did, I think, which would be early next week, or start of next week, so I might or I might not. It would probably be, it's potentially a more sensible financial decision over that way, probably, maybe. Yeah. It is what it is. We'll see. I'll have to think on it, see whether or not we can, get some extra traffic that way, because I could certainly use it. My bloody rent went up end of last year, didn't it? So that does rather move the goalpost a bit. Stuff to think about. Anyway, I'll figure that one out in the next couple of days. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you had a good one. Hope you had a good weekend, everybody, as well. Have a good week. Rest of your evening, such as it is on Monday night, and good day on Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow night for some more witchering, which should be good fun. Really enjoying this game. Knew I would, but yeah, also nice to be, definitely nice to be right on that fact. Anyway, until next time, see you then. Night, folks. See ya. Find the right button.